So, I won't lie, I despised these things when I got them a year ago. I know it sounds bad, but that was the unfortunate case. So it sat on the windowsill, unused, alone. Then my thick brain cell realised what I was doing wrong. More on that later. But before we begin, give a thumbs up for the algorithm buzzing. If this piques your interest, these are going for 50 to 60 quid, depending on where you look. That's a stark contrast from a launch price of 169 quid. But hold on, there was another version. Well, there's apparently a 2022 version floating around the internet. And this 2022 version comes with a price hike all the way up to 70 quid. Unusual? Yes. So I looked into these, but something wasn't clicking. I don't know if my brain cell was going dead or it was me, but the only thing I was able to find on the internet was a mere video. But then watching the video, I came to a realisation. There is no major update to these earphones, except a new colour, and that is called Onyx Black. Comes with a matte finish and a darker black colour. But that's not the only colour you'll find these buds in. You have a range of colours floating around the internet. The main ones is Mystic Black, Mystic Blondes and Mystic White. Classic Samsung being dramatic with all their names because they want to feel special. Let's just zoom out a little and take time to appreciate how unique these things look. These aren't your typical earphones. They have no silicone tip that creates that seal that you're probably used to. In place of that is a wingtip that just slips into your ears and just holds them in place. Oh, that feels really nice. Now, if you take a close look at the buds, you will see two gold pin connectors. This is where they connect with the prongs inside the case to charge up the earphones. And circling around those two gold pin connectors is a rubber material. This is called a wingtip. This does most of the work by holding these earphones in your ear. If they don't fit, don't worry. Samsung includes different size wingtips for those with bigger ears. Connectivity isn't an issue either, as all you need to do is open these buds near your Samsung device and a pop-up animation should occur on your screen. And you just tap connect and bada bing bada boom, you're connected. On the inside of the earphones, you will see a dot. This is called a proxemic sensor. This tells the earphones whether or not it's in your ears or not. This can help stop or play music. And on the side is which I assume is a pressure vent. I'm not sure yet. I have read somewhere online that this is supposed to be like an airing vent, something to give your music more of a spacey feel. If that's the case, I'll confirm that on later on in the video. So if you're wondering how to put these in your ear, all you need to do is get your earphones, place them in your ear, push down, push in, and twist to ensure a perfect fit. Now this is snug. This is not going anywhere, and I'll probably elaborate more on this later. While the Galaxy Buds Live offer impressive functionality, there is a bit of an issue. It may or may not be an issue to you, and this case here is sensitive to scratches and fingerprints too. If you are looking to preserve the case's look and feel, I would recommend you purchasing or investing into a case. This can help protect it from scratches, dents, and smudges, though you might have some issues where it may not charge or it may not open or close properly. But if that's something you prioritize, I recommend you doing that. If not, and you rock it as it is, be sure you are guaranteed to get at least one dent, one scratch, or some few smudges. Okay, listen, and listen well. If you don't get the perfect fit with these will hurt. And I had the same issue with these, unfortunately. I've tried many ways to solve this. I've tried putting tissue in my ear to relieve the pressure on the back of my ear. I've tried pushing them deeper. Big mistake. These earphones aren't designed to create a seal in your ears. These are open back earphones that are just supposed to sit there. You're supposed to hear your surroundings. And unfortunately, what I was looking for was a seal with these earphones. Hence, that did contribute to my horrible experience with these earphones. It's because I didn't know how to use these properly. So, what did I do with these earphones? I just threw them on my window shelf and it just sat there, unused. I think I actually lost them for 2 months. I was shocked when I found out there was a simple solution, because unfortunately I have small ears and I don't know, it's like it's sensitive when I put these in. So let me show you the solution I have. So you get these earphones, you push them down, you press them in. Instead of pushing them towards your forehead, you're only going to slightly tilt it. It's supposed to just sit there like that. You're supposed to be able to hear your surroundings. You're supposed to be able to hear the wind, you're supposed to be hearing the cars, you're supposed to hear everything. It's supposed to just sit there and hold there. That's how they're supposed to work. And with this method, I discovered that I could wear these earphones longer without feeling a stabbing pain at the back of my ear, without feeling a stuffiness, or without feeling like, you know when you get that liquid when you have these earphones in your ear and it just feels hot and yeah, but there's air gets in and it just feels so natural that I can feel like I can wear these for the rest of the day. I can wear these before they can die. I can wear these anywhere without feeling any bit of uncomfortable. And if you're like me and you're still dealing with the pain with these earphones, do not give up on them yet. I suggest you buying different wingtips off Amazon. I did that too, and that helped a little because the wingtips that Samsung supplied to me were too big for my ears. So I got a smaller size, and that did help mitigate the pain that I did have in the back of my ears. If you're still having these issues, comment it down below and I'll try to help you guys out. But you know, if you can get the perfect fit, the experience of wearing these is just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just amazing. You barely feel like these are, it just barely feels like this is a part of you. And it barely protrudes out your ears too compared to the Galaxy Buds Pros. And you know, I have the Galaxy Buds Pros too. And the issue with those earphones is they don't feel secure in my ears compared to the Galaxy Buds Live. Like these feel like they're in there. They are in there. They're not going to fall out compared to the Galaxy Buds Pros that feel like you're on the verge of, you know, losing these earphones when you're walking, or they just pop out whether you're smiling or... I just prefer wearing these earphones, and this is my go-to compared to the Galaxy Buds Pros. I find myself leaving them at home and keeping these and using these due to their comfortability, and you're just able to wear these for longer. And you know, as I mentioned those things, due to its slimline form factor, that means you can do so much more things with these earphones on. If you wanted to sleep in these, you can now do that. If you wanted to run in these, go ahead. You no longer have to worry about losing these things when you're doing activities that require more movement for you. These feel like they are secure, so comfort should be the least of your concerns. And you know, all of these compiled together to create an all-rounded experience. And you know, I'd go as far to say as they're better than the Galaxy Buds Pros or the Galaxy Buds Pros 2, because these actually stay in and I can actually hear the music that I'm listening to. Sound quality, perfect. Sound quality should be the least of your concern. The Galaxy Buds Live output immersive audio quality that makes you feel like you're just... I don't know how to explain it. It's something that you would have to try for yourself. It just feels like you're in the center of the music. Like, the music just feels airy and separated. It never feels like it's mashed together. It feels like you're a part of the music. A good song to, you know, to test this out is Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. And it tests the audio and it also tests the music separations as it advances into the song. It's also a good song, by the way. And these earphones can play that music flawlessly. I think the only gripe I will have with sound quality is when you're not wearing these earphones properly, you will have the issue of the audio sounding a bit tinny, because the bass on these things is supposed to punch you. You are supposed to feel that bass. The bass just feels like it's ready to just rumble you. And yes, I do get better bass on the Galaxy Buds Pros, but the bass here is just perfect. It's just all that I need. Not too much that it muddles up the audio, makes everything sound muddy, but not too less that it makes the audio sounds tinny. It's just the perfect amount that you need. And this just helps you catch every nuance of your favourite soundtrack. Rock, this thing can do it. Pop, this thing is perfect at it. Metal music, no problem. These earphones do it. It has a response range from 20 kilohertz to 20 hertz. The other way around, sorry. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention this. These earphones have something called 360 audio. And I don't know if it utilises that vent that I mentioned earlier, but it feels like the music's just expanded even more, and it feels like... Have you ever had a surround sound system? Or when you go to the cinema, for example? It emulates this sound, and it sounds so realistic, as when you tilt your head, it tracks the movements to rotate the audio around you, so it feels like you're in a 3D dimensional with the audio. It's crazy. This is something you need to try. I don't know, it's amazing. And you know, something that this works with is movies. It feels like you're actually in the cinema. Like, you could hear the bass here, you could hear someone walking here. It's just like 3D audio. And it's something that's crazy to me that you can get in these type of earphones. And you know, open back earphones are known to have decent quality and not to be the best, but these earphones are just exceptional with sound quality. These earphones can play Aac and Sbc audio for those who want that information. And this further optimizes the audio quality to ensure the highest quality of listening experience for you. But you know, the last note before we move on is that sound quality is something that you have to listen to. I know it may seem that I'm exaggerating it a bit, but this is something that's just amazing. Period. A and C, audio noise cancelling. This does undoubtedly, it is a desirable feature in these type of earphones, but no. These earphones are designed with an open back. They're called live for a reason. It's supposed to allow audio in, not block it out. If that was something that you was looking for, the Galaxy Buds Pros is something that you should be looking at, or the AirPods Pros that create a seal in your ears. These earphones are for those who want to be able to hear their surroundings. Well, the ANC is totally not useless. This can help block out sounds of wind, mitigate the sounds of fans, and mitigate annoying buzzing sounds like the humming of a fridge, for example. And this helps you dial down those audio so you can concentrate on what you're doing, whether that's hoovering the house, whether that's cleaning, or whether that's working and doing your homework. But you know, as I did mention before, these things do work if you're near a fan or you're outside and there's a lot of wind that you want to block out, or you've got that high-pitched humming frequency from the fridge or the freezer. These things can block these small sounds out. Though if you completely don't want to hear anything with these earphones on, this is possible, though you would have to maximize volume to full potential to like 100%. The Galaxy Buds Lives are equipped with reliable and a long-term lasting battery. This ensures less frequent charges. And this is another reason why I decided to pick up these earphones compared to the Galaxy Buds Pros, as these actually last longer per one charge compared to the Galaxy Buds Pros. When fully charged, these earphones can provide a full-on 6 hours of audio playback, which is perfect compared to the Galaxy Buds Pros, which is around 4 or to 3 or 1 hour, I believe. And this allows you to immerse yourself in music without the worry of charging these earphones. I have found myself many times of actually leaving these earphone case in the car or leaving the earphone case at home because I just don't need them. 6 hours is enough for me, and it's really good. And if you bring the case with you, you can extend the 6 hours all the way up to 21 hours. And this means even on the busiest days, the Galaxy Buds Lives can keep up with your needs. And this can accompany you throughout the day without worrying about running out of battery. The case can facilitate 2 full charge on these earphones. And this means, you know, these can keep up even with the busiest days of using these earphones. And you know, with this case, you get all the way up to 21 hours of playtime. And this means even on the busiest days, these earphones can keep up with your audio needs, accompanying you throughout the day without running out of battery. The charging case itself is designed with convenience and versatility, with also including wired and wireless charging. Whether that's reverse wireless charging these earphones off your phone, which is convenient for you, as only 15 minutes of charge can give you an hour of playtime. These can also charge wired, and if you do decide to charge this case fully, this will take you from an hour to fully charge these earphones. In some cases you will see half an hour for this case to charge, but it depends whether your earphones are in the case or not. But you know, just elaborating on that quick charge of 15 minutes and boom, you've got an hour of playtime. This can be efficient for you if you're in a hurry and you need to do something, or you need to leave the house in the next half an hour. You can have these earphones charged and last you an hour of playtime, as well as topped up on the case too. Before I end this video, these earphones have an open back design. Yes, you know that. But these earphones have one issue. They have something called a sound leakage issue. And whether you're sat next to someone on the train, or you're sat someone next to on the bus, or you're just in the car with someone, be sure everyone can hear what you're listening to. These leak sound really badly. After all, they don't go inside your ear, they sit on the outside of your ear, allowing for other people to hear what you're listening to. The severity can vary depending on the volume of your earphones. If you have the volume really high, people are going to hear what you're listening to. However, if you have it at low or medium, they are less likely to hear, but they're still able to hear what you're listening to. Well, that's my review on the Galaxy Buds Lives, and I would like your opinion whether you would buy these earphones or whether you would invest in the new Galaxy Buds 2 Pro. So a like would be helpful, and also a subscription too, as this helps me motivate in making better videos for you. Peace.